Hi there. I am Dr. Dorabaina Uday Kumar. I am from India. I am a student of social anthropology in Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati. First of all, I am so thankful to Mr. Luca Rakul from the program coordinator of Tomorrow People Organization for giving me this great opportunity. And also I am welcoming to all the co-participants of 4th International on Sexuality, Health, Education and Rights. I am so thankful for listening and giving me this great opportunity. So today I'm going to discuss about pre and post COVID-19 pandemic changes on transgender community in Tirupati, and also as well as I'm giving my lecture talk on impact of COVID-19 on transgender community in Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh, India. So the coronavirus disease is a pandemic. It creates a lot of disturbances, and also so many threats have come across throughout the global health. So that in India also our Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi have announced a countrywide lockdown on 23rd March 2020. So he announced for 21 days of countrywide lockdown. So due to these 21 days of lockdown, all the sudden changes have came across throughout the country. So that and also he continued up to 4 stages up to May 31st 2020. So 4 phases of complete lockdown throughout the country. After that he gave some exemptions and also 5 phases of unlockdown cases of from till now, so that all the services on shops closed except pharmacies, hospitals, and also some grocery shops, and also some other essential services only opened, and all the transport also closed, so that the countrywide the population faced a lot of problems, lot of difficulties throughout the country. So that the lockdown restricted the people and from stepping out of their homes. So now I am giving some brief introduction about Tirupati. So Tirupati is one of the biggest city in state of Andhra Pradesh. It is a pilgrimage center, well-known pilgrimage center, and also Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam is here for Lord Venkateswara. So throughout the country, many states of people are coming and visiting here. So that floating population is very high, and the business also here is very high. So according to 2011 census, so population around 2,87,035 population. So as well as the economy and also very much floating population is very high, so that the transgender people also came and settled here. So according to the reports, nearly 55 to 60 people are living different areas, mainly the outside city of Tirupati. So out of 60 population, only 30% of the population are having only the government ID cards, like Aadhaar card and pension cards, and also some other beneficiaries, ration cards, and also other beneficiaries, those who are getting from the government side. So because of this lack of the government beneficiaries, so basically they are evicted from their homes because of the molestation, and also humiliated, and also odiously from their inmates, and also the relatives, and the sexual molestation, and various reasons have come across because of they evicted by their parents, also evicted them from their homes because of these abnormalities and the behavioral changes from their childs, so that they are treated as unique. All are telling that you are a unique, so that the children, they run out from their homes, and they joined as a transgender community, so that they lost, they most of the transgender community, they are dropped out from their schools. That's why they don't have any records to get the beneficiaries of the government schemes. And also now I'm going to discuss about what are the socio-economic changes came across because of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic situation. So when the our Prime Minister first announced on March 23rd, 2020, the first lockdown was came across throughout the country. So the transgender people also they restricted in their homes. So according to World Health Organization, they gave some rules and regulations because of social distancing, physical distancing, and wearing mask, hand sanitation, all some of the and also one of the important thing is improving the immunity system. So these are all the instructions given by the WHO. According to WHO, the maintaining of physical distance, it is highly impossible for the transgender community, because it is very difficult to get the rented house, because the people, they won't allow to stay in the city. That's why they have chosen outside of the cities. And also they are living in a very small and tiny place, tiny houses, because of the because have to pay the rental also very high. That's why they are living in a small houses. It's a cluster, slum areas they are living. So that in a one particular house, nearly 2 to 8 people are living at one tiny house. So that the way that's maintaining the physical distance very highly impossible for the community. So when I coming to that point, first lockdown, the people are observed, transgender people observed throughout the city, and they thought that I personally visited nearly 10 houses of transgender community, and I talked to the transgender community leaders and the chelas, talked about what are the problems you are facing during this lockdown. Many people are telling that, so we are facing some loneliness, and also we are facing they thought that it's a very pandemic situation. They got very panic situation. So what is the situation is going on? So most of the media and the TV news channels, they are showing that the death rate is also very high in different countries like America, like Italy and Spain, and whatever the Russia. So many people are dying due to this coronavirus. And in the first phase of lockdown also, one of the transgender community people, her name is Chandani, she also first affected by the COVID-19 virus. After her, she is at the age of 60 years, and after that, 5 community people also got the affected by the COVID virus. So they all went to the government quarantine centers. They are all treated very well after that. But this old trans woman, she had not very much immune system, and also she suffered with breathing trouble, and also lungs expanded. So that due to these all reasons, and also she also affected with HIV/AIDS also. That's why she died. She died on June month. After that, all the people have very much panicked. what is the situation, why this pandemic situation is going very high. So what about us, so that they thought that out of 60 people, nearly 28 people got affected by the COVID virus. So all are treated very well, but only 3 people got very much high. They got very much high, and one person died. Rest of the two, they almost all reached the death stage. And after that, the government of Andhra Pradesh treated very well, and also the government also gave 3,000 rupees for their welfare, due to this welfare schemes. Through the welfare schemes, they gave 3,000 rupees as a pension. Not only the government, but also one of the important organization named as Care and Support Center, which is supported by the NACO and AP SACS, AP State AIDS Control Society and National AIDS Control Society. They gave some provisions, and also some rice, whatever the basic needs, groceries, and whatever all the needs they distributed. Not only the organizations, some of the local leaders, and also the politicians also distributed a lot of things. So in the first phase of lockdown, the people observed, and most of the laborers, and also the beggars, poor people, they suffered a lot. So these people have collected all the money, and they prepared food for 200 people, and they packed the rice, like ramen rice, curd rice, vegetable rice, like that. They prepared food, and they distributed nearly 200 people every day, like that. 20 days they continually distributed the food to the poor people. So our district collector also recognized their work, and they appreciated. District magistrate also appreciated. After that, they didn't expected that expansion of another lockdown after 21 days. Our prime minister announced another second lockdown continuously, so that the money, whatever the money they have, all the money have evaporated. So there was no money in their hands. So the real tragedy was happened now. So that the Tanzanian people, they suffered a lot. They don't have money to spend the daily needs, because out of 60, 22 persons are already having HIV infections. And also some people, they got nearly 5 people, they got SRS surgery, sexually reassignment surgery. So they are suffering with urinary tract infections, and also some basic needs also they have, but they don't have any money to spend their basic needs. So they are all got very much panic. After unlockdown, so they went to the shops. The shop owners also, they are not giving money. They are not offering. Nobody is coming to help this type of transgender community. So basically in Tirupati, basically they have divided into 4-5 groups, like street beggars, bus stand and railway station beggars, also traffic signal beggars, like that. In another group also, there's some Badai group means they are giving blessings to the newly born children, newly married couple, and shop opening ceremonies. They are giving blessings. If they give blessings, so that the business will develop very great manner. So that nobody is coming forward to take the blessings of transgender community people. And also the shop owners also, they are not giving with wholeheartedly money there, because already they are suffering due to this continuous lockdown. So nobody is willing to give money. So all the situations came across difficultly to survive the transgender community. So socially, economically, they are very much struggling for their survival, and also they stopped the sex work. Also, they stopped because they don't know who are infected person. They don't know by the respiratory system, by talking to others, if the disease will attack, so that they are very much panicked and feared a lot, so that they completely avoided others. And also they stopped sex work. Also the money, whatever the money is coming from different sides, all the money was stuck out, so that the psychological problems came across throughout the community, entire the community. So due to this gender inequality, most of the Tirupati town people also, they don't look after this type of people. Out of 60%, 60 people, 28 people are affected due to this coronavirus. They all went to quarantine centers voluntarily, and there was no discrimination in the hospital side, because the doctors and the nursing officials, they treated very well, and they all discharged from the hospital side. So the transgender people, this pandemic situation brought a big idea. So they thought that it is better to save the money for ourselves in the future. So I talked to the transgender community leader named as Hasini, Anu, Regina. So what is your future ideas after the coronavirus disease? They thought that we don't have that much of ideas before coronavirus. Now we the people are get together. All we are unanimously we are taking decisions that it is better to save the money for the future, for their survival. So they thought like that. I also asked to Hasini, what is your future goals? So they thought that we have to protect our community, so nobody is coming forward to take care of ourselves. So government also, my suggestion is to government people. So government also look after to this kind of transgender community, because they don't have the ration cards and also pension cards and also the health cards. Government have to issue these cards, and also the government also have to give some financial assistance, and also some loans also government has have to provide. And also the government also have to establish some clinics for, especially for the transgender community. The councils have to counsel them also, because due to the psychological disturbances, most of the people are dying due to this coronavirus. So that my suggestion is government look after this kind of transgender community for their future survival. So I am so thankful to each and everyone for listening my my insights. I collected my insights through the community people, and focused group discussion also I have done with the transgender community. So I am so thankful to Rakul sir, Luka Rakulji, for giving me this nice opportunity. Thank you very much. If you have any queries, please kindly ask me, and please chat me in the chat box. Thank you so much for giving me this great opportunity. Thank you, sir.